EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You look at this Steeler defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or two shy. 4th down. Here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 2nd down and a yard. Running left, it's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Jackson. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down. Third and goal, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Harris running straight ahead. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Fields now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Here we go, son. All right.
This one brought in by Jefferson. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Justin Jefferson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll start out here with the option left. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Here we go, son. Hey, can't. Hey, can't. Go.
Here's Fields. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
This is taken at the 15. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Quez Watkins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Hey, never mind, Monday.
To throw is Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. You look at this Baltimore defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Hey, Chad.
Back to throw, Fields. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And a catch right side by Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Hey. You.
Henry out of the pistol. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They're going to look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
13.
Running from the gun with Henry. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Now Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Fields. He's got this to Pickens. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. George Pickens, 53 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1. Again, it's Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Henry is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Henry. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Jackson will keep it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
Here's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now it's Fields.
He's got his man. It's White. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Now Fields.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here we go, son.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Cooper Kupp.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Miles Killebrew with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Steelers 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Go, Chuck. Ready? Set.
Back to throw. Fields. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields being chased out left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
180. 180. It's up.
Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Quez Watkins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go. We're good. Right.
From the 45 on second down, Fields. That escapes the sack. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Here we go, son. Out, let's go. Hey, 5:51. Right.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 32 on the play. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Fields now to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Brock Bowers, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Jackson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 5.
To throw is Jackson.
A check down here for Henry.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that went off the mark, a little late with a throw.
Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
More towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Right.
Off play action, Fields.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, It usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Up past the 30, second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down and 6 now.
Jackson now. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Jackson. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Here we go. Go.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
And he'll just get rid of it. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
That is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. This is 4th down. Throwing, Jackson. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Evans, 46 yards. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Out. Here we go. EQ. Right.
Here's Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Throwing now is Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Jackson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here's 1st down.
Here we go.
Now Fields.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
To throw is Fields.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go, side. Side.
Now it's Fields. Pickens is there on the crossing route.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, side. Alpha, 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 alpha. Go.
Again, Fields.
And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
No, we changed it.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Going deep here for Watkins.
That is intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
No mas, no mas. Is that all right?
And one last throw here for Fields.
Flushed out right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Ravens, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.